Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video, I am going to be doing 3 super easy sheet pan recipes for you guys. I am not the biggest fan of cooking. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but I don't have time for it with 2 little ones running around. So I like to find easy recipes that don't take a lot of prep time and I can just throw in the oven or throw in the crock pot and they pretty much do the cooking themselves. So this first one that I'm doing is called sheet pan fajitas, and the first thing I like to do when I do anything on my pan is cover it with foil. That way the cleanup is a lot easier. And next I'm going to go in and cut up this pepper. So this recipe, what I'm using is 2 green bell peppers, chicken, and then I've got a little frozen bag of onions that I like to use. So I'm going to go ahead and use that so I don't even have to cut up an onion, and then also the fajita seasoning mix. And you can cut your chicken up any way you'd like. I like to do mine in longer little strips. So I'm just cutting them the long ways, and I think I cut these in half one more time just so they weren't super duper long, but you can cut these up in smaller chunks, whatever you guys prefer. And next you're just going to want to lay everything out on the sheet pan, and then I went ahead and took some of the frozen onions and I sprinkled those on as well. And I did spray the foil with some cooking spray before I started putting everything on it. And now I'm just using my Kroger fajita seasoning mix, and I'm just going to sprinkle that all along the top, and then I'm going to add a little olive oil and kind of stir things up and then throw it in the oven. And I ended up cooking these for about 45 minutes. I started off with 15 minutes and then I just did 15-minute increments, and I had the oven set to 375. And when the fajitas were almost done, I went ahead and heated up a frying pan on my stovetop, and I just heated up the tortillas so that they were warm, and I like them a little crisp. I don't know, I just feel like they stay together better and they don't fall apart, and plus I just think they taste better. And then I went ahead and just put everything into a little Pyrex so that it wasn't hot, and I just set it over on the counter so everyone could dish out their own fajitas. And I just added a little bit of cheese, and they turned out so yummy. I wish I would have had some sour cream because that would have been really good too, but I think these turned out so yummy and they were super easy to make. Alright, for this next one we are going to be doing chicken and veggies, and I am just going to be using my frozen chicken that I have thawed out, and I'm using these petite fingerling potatoes that I got at the grocery store, and I just like these because they're cute and the girls like them because they're purple and they're just easy to cut up. So I'm just cutting them into either halves or thirds just to make the bites a little bit smaller. And then you're going to go ahead and lay out the chicken and the potatoes onto the pan. And the chicken I have marinating in Italian salad dressing right now, and then a little bit of garlic salt. Next, I'm using a bag of the broccoli and cauliflower frozen vegetables that I got from Kroger, and I'm just going to put these on the other side of the chicken on the pan, and I'm going to just top everything with a little bit of olive oil, a little more garlic salt, and then just some seasoned salt, and that is it for this one. And then you're just going to want to pop this in the oven, and I have the oven set at 400, and I set the first timer for 30 minutes, and then I did another 30 minutes because I like to cook my chicken at around 60 minutes, and then you obviously want to make sure that it's cooked thoroughly before you start eating, and that is it for that one. And that one was super easy and pretty darn healthy. And then for this last one, I made chicken sausage, potatoes, and veggies, and I think this one turned out to be my favorite. So I was at the grocery store and I was looking for sweet potatoes, and I saw these things that said sweet potatoes, but they're clearly white. So I don't know, the sweet potatoes were really tiny and long, and these just looked better, and I wasn't sure what the heck they were. Well, apparently they're white sweet potatoes, and they are delicious. They aren't as sweet as regular sweet potatoes, but you can still taste that they are a sweet potato, but they turned out really, really good. So if you guys haven't tried them, you should look for them. I mean, I don't know that I've ever noticed them before at the grocery store, but I'm happy that I tried them and they're really good. So I just went ahead and cut these up into tinier pieces, and I will say they were kind of hard. They're definitely harder than regular sweet potatoes, but once I cooked them in the oven, they turned out perfect. And then I found these chicken sausage links. They've got spinach in them and they were delicious. So you're just going to want to cut them into tiny little pieces so that you can put them all around the pan. And for these, there was no rhyme or reason. I just put the potatoes, the sausages, and the veggies all together, and I just kind of stirred everything up. And again, I'm using the frozen broccoli and cauliflower from Kroger again. This is like my go-to. They're so good, and they're perfect for these sheet pan dinners. So once I had everything spread out, I went ahead and sprinkled a little olive oil on here, and then some more of the garlic salt. And I will say, I think I did too much olive oil. The vegetables, they didn't get soggy, but I feel like I just did too much olive oil. So maybe just half of that next time. And then I did go ahead and use some of the seasoning salt as well. These are kind of my go-tos. They give off such good flavors and they're easy. And then I just put this one in the oven for, I think I did 3 20-minute, yes, I did 3 20-minute increments yet again because I wanted the potatoes to really get a little brown, and this one turned out so good. I was shocked at how much flavor it had, and this was probably my favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't do many cooking videos, but if you guys like them, I will totally do more because I do kind of like to cook. Like, I have some good ideas, but I like to do the easy ones. So, all right, you guys, we'll see you on my next video. Bye.